So I really enjoyed chapter 9. They might seem like they're not action-packed, but we're getting snippets of Amina, that's Saf's mum's life, in every little revisit to Kuwait. I'm really loving it. It's subtle, but we're getting such good character depth. We're really learning where that fragile relationship between Saf and her mother comes from. I think it comes from her mother's relationship with her own mum. Let's get cracking on chapter 10. How was your mum? Dad asks. I get into the car. Lady's in the back seat and she dives into the front to say hello by licking one of my knees. The doctors didn't have much to report this time. Fine, I say, stroking Lady until she settles into the footwell, my mind swirling with thoughts of Mum and her family and the dreams. I spent way longer in the dream this time, but when I woke up, only a few minutes had passed, kind of like in Narnia, when Lucy goes through the wardrobe during a game of hide and seek. She's gone for ages and ages, but when she gets back, they're still playing. That often happens in a lot of time travel scenarios in books and movies. Did you speak to her? Dad asks as we pull out of the car park. Who? Mum? I look up a little alarmed. Is he testing me? Does he know? What do you think she's talking about? Does he know what? I think I know what she means. Think about it. Dad raises his eyebrows. No, the Queen, he says, smirking at his own joke. And I realise obviously he doesn't. Not really, I say, not sure how to explain that I usually spend the whole visit asleep. Should I? I turn to him, my brown eyes meeting his blue. Dad shrugs. I was just doing some reading about... He hesitates, and I know he doesn't want to say the word coma patients and how you can help them recover. He explains everything he's read so far. I try to listen, but my mind is far, far away. In Kuwait, I check the temperature in Dad's car and see it's almost freezing outside. I find it hard to believe that moments ago I could feel the warmth. Smell it. It smelled just like Mum's perfume. 3 visits to Mum, 3 times I've had these strange dreams. Except these aren't like any dreams I've ever had before. Usually my dreams are hazy, and what happens in them is random. These are different. They play out like a story. But how are they happening and why? Then it hits me. Dad, I bark, making him jump. He turns to me, eyebrows creased. Is it okay if we stop by Mum's flat just for a minute? I wonder what she's planning. A pause. Of course, Dad says, and his voice is softer than I've heard it in years. Have a think. Dad's becoming more sympathetic, softer, really thinking about Saf. It sounds like it did that time school called up to say I had fallen over and broken my 2 front teeth. Dad came, rushing in, wrapped me up in his arms and told me how brave I was. A while later, I jumped out of the car. I won't be long, I promise. Back in Mum's flat, I'm seeing things I've never noticed before. Like everything has a gold halo around it. The table in her hallway looks just like the one that held the bracelet in the dream. The photos on the walls do as well. And the plants that make her flat feel alive. They're real. All of them. So what if the dreams are real too? As I approach Mum's bedroom door, her perfume beckons me in. Fantastic choice of language there. Perfume beckoning her in, calling her, drawing her in like into that dream she's drawn in. Bear with. I follow it like Alice followed the rabbit into Wonderland. I walk over to the dressing table, open Mum's jewellery drawer and find it packed with beautiful shining gems. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces. It's like finding loot in a game, except there's only one thing I need. When I see it, tucked away at the back, like it hasn't been worn for years, my legs start to wobble. It feels like a butterfly is lodged in my throat, fluttering from my chest right up my esophagus. It's real. Mum's bracelet is real. I reach out for it, feeling the smooth gold, tracing my fingers over her name. Amina. There it is in the Arabic again. It's exactly as it looked in the dream, but the thing is, I've never seen this bracelet before in real life. This is really fascinating. If she's never seen that bracelet before, how has she seen it? It can't be a dream. It must be some kind of supernatural experience. fantastic. It's really picking up the pace now, this story. One more chapter for this week. I'm going to do it on a separate video, make the most of it, because then we're stopping this reading group until next week. Right.